Okay, so here we have a brand new AR-15 lower receiver made by CMMG. We're going to go and backfill all the lower receiver markings. We're going to use Tester's paint, we're going to use red, and we're going to use white. Alright, so the first thing that we want to do is we want to take and degrease our receiver. So you can see you got some tape markings from the factory where they put a sticker. We're going to be filling in everything on this receiver. So before anything, you want to degrease it, make sure it's free and clear of all debris. And once you have it degreased, then we can go ahead and start the painting process. Okay, so for degreasing, I'm actually going to use a solution of simple green and water, about a capful of simple green inside a water bottle, a spray bottle, and that should be okay for what we're going to do. So we're going to go ahead, spray the whole thing off. Everybody has different methods for degreasing. Everybody has different concepts. This is the way that I like to do it, and so this is how we're going to do it for this video. Plain and simple, you just need to degrease the receiver. That way you can make sure that the paint that you put in adheres properly and you don't have any problems. So let's go ahead and finish cleaning this off. For the next step, if you have any business cards, they're really good to use. I'm going to go ahead and use one of my business cards, and we're going to cut little sections just like this. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to use our business cards. When we apply the paint onto the receiver, we're actually going to we're going to scrape it. And that's going to help us when we go and use the nail polish remover to clean off the receiver. Since we're going to use red and white, obviously, right here on the semi, we're going to paint that red. And right here on safe, we're going to paint that white. I'm going to go ahead and do everything else white because I think it looks really good that way. If you're going to do red and white, you want to make sure and you want to do the red first. Once you have the red done and it's completely dry, you might want to wait about an hour after you get it completely done. Then go ahead and do the white, because if you accidentally get some of this white over here on the red, it's going to turn it pink. So let's go ahead and start with the red first. We'll get it completely done and dried, and then we're going to go ahead and do the rest of the white. Okay, so starting off with the red, we're going to go ahead and we're going to do our semi right there. So let's go ahead and start with that. Alright, so we're going to use a toothpick. We're going to get a little bit of paint on it, and we're just going to go ahead and we're going to drop it in just like that. Alright, so you can see we got some red paint there. We're going to go ahead and we're going to take our business card that we just cut up. We're just going to thin it out just a little bit. There we go. That's good enough for now. And so we'll take, you can let it sit there for a minute, 2 minutes, probably even 5 minutes. But as soon as it dries up pretty good, then we'll come back through and we'll start getting it all cleaned up. Okay, so I've waited 5 minutes, and this is where we're at with our red paint. So at this point, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use non-acetone nail polish remover. and just a standard blue rag. So we don't need to push very hard. And the reason that we're using non-acetone is so that way when we put the rag over the letters, and the acetone doesn't take and dig the paint out. That's why we're using non-acetone nail polish remover. So go ahead, and we're just going to do it real light, real simple. You don't have to push hard at all. So you notice there's a little bit of smudging. We're going to go ahead and let it sit for about another minute and let it dry, and then we'll come back over it and we'll keep rubbing it until our lower receiver is completely black. Okay, so now we have the red backfilled in the fire location, or in this case on this receiver it says semi, and we're looking pretty good. So we're going to wait about an hour, let it completely dry, and then we're going to start on the white on the rest of the receiver.